Nick speaking, and welcome to this video. Right, day 31 of the WarbossTae painting challenge. The last day, and I'm very pleased to say I have finished. So I'm really happy with what I've achieved. I've gone in and I've varnished all of the models with some matte varnish. And I've also put on some like tufts of grass. Now the tufts of grass were mainly there to help me distinguish the different units, along with the little rocks that I've got on there. So the 30 witches, for example, the way I've marked them up is I can have 2 squads of 15, I can have 3 squads of 10, or I can have 6 squads of 5, and that's all distinguished with the different stuff on the bases, which is how I like to do my unit markings. I don't like painting different things on different units, so I like to have like a uniform look. Okay, so yeah, this army here is actually 2,200 points in total. This little area here I'll talk about in a minute. This isn't part of my actual list, my 2,000 point list. So I'm just going to run through the units, let you have a slightly closer look. I'll have some pictures coming up at the end. Okay, so first of all we have 10 of the warriors. These are the newer styled warriors, and that is their raider there, newer styled raider. And then for the older styled raider, which I've just got there, I have some of the older styled warriors. And then I have 3 groups of venoms with the splinter cannons, which are now magnetised on, do have the other weapon option. And the witch, which is just indicating that it's in there, is just magnetised as well. The warriors also have one guy magnetised in each unit, so that I can go warriors or witches on the venoms. So that is those. And then we have 10 of the older warriors there on foot, and then I have the Archon with 15 witches, and they're going to use the Webway portal and deep strike in my list. Okay, and then coming over to the fast attack, we've got the 9 scourges with 4 haywires. We then have 5 hellions, just very basic, cheap hellions. We have a Talos, and then we have 2 raiders. Ravagers. Always get confused. 2 ravagers, and they're all magnetised. So all those bits, all the side sections, and the two men holding the extra guns all come off. So I can have 3 raiders or 3 ravagers. And that's what I've got just down here. So those are the bits to turn that one over there into a Ravager. And then I've got the different weapon options for the Venoms, and also the different weapon options for the Raiders stroke Ravagers for the front gun. We then have the additional Homunculus, which I got from Clayton, and my Kronos conversion. Now the idea is, let me carry on speaking actually. Yes, I've got these. Grotesque, so I have 2 groups of 4 grotesques and another Homunculus, which will give me the grotesque formation, which makes up my 2,000 points. What I was going to say is this guy here, the Kronos, will let me change up my list slightly if I want to use the Dark Artisan formation. So I have an option just to change things up, so I don't necessarily have to always play exactly the same list. And I don't plan on expanding this army. This is the army, but at least I've got a few extra options just to change things up if I want to. And that is it. So I really hope you like the army. As I said, I think it's a pretty decent achievement in a month, basically. Okay, so let's have a look at day 31 question. Congratulations, you've made it to the finish line. Did you finish? Yes, I did. Was it a glorious race to the finish, or was the month a complete and utter failure? It wasn't like a glorious race to the finish as such, but I did manage to plan everything very well, and the end wasn't really a rush. It was just fine-tuning the details really, so that went really well. Do you feel like you were sufficiently challenged? I would say yes. I would say I wasn't overly challenged, mainly because I planned the challenge in a time period where, apart from my daughter, I had the house to myself. So, I had as much time as I wanted, basically, with no other half here. If my wife was here, there's no way I would have done this challenge. But to be fair, I wouldn't have set myself this challenge if my wife was here, because, I knew it would be impossible. What else? Or did you breeze through the entire month without feeling challenged at all? No, I didn't breeze through it. I put in, I would say on average, I put on about 5 hours a day. Some days were 3 hours, some days 7 hours, but I would say on average 5 hours a day. So not exactly a breeze. Yes, that's it. So, challenge is over. What I'm going to do, put a few pictures up at the end of this video of the units just on the table as they are here. And my next task is I'm going to get out some backgrounds and stuff and try and take some nice pictures of the army, and then hopefully do a showcase video for you so you can see them in a little bit more detail. Okay, so that is it for me. WarbossTae challenge complete. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the series. I've had absolute blast. Hopefully you've enjoyed all the updates and stuff. And yeah, more to come with this army, of course. I'm going to be playing some games with this army, so watch out for some battle reports at some point soon. Thanks for watching.